Lesson 1. Arts and Crafts of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands. Let us pray. Lord and Father, we're all gathered here for this art class. We thank you for all the blessings you have bestowed on our students, teachers, and parents. In gratitude, we stand before you to once more ask for your blessing for our activity today.
Preassessment.
Pre-assessment. What I know. Choose the letter of the best answer and write the chosen letter in your portfolio. Number 1. It is a belt made by the Gadang's mother. It is worn after giving birth. Letter A. Bakwat. Letter B. Burnay. Letter C. Bulol. Letter D. Buri. Number 2. A sculpture of the human figure which is made of wood and represents the ancestor of the Ifugaos. Letter A. Bakwat. Letter B. Burnay. Letter C. Bulol. Letter D. Buri. Number 3. Leaves used in making mats or baskets. Letter A. Bakwat. Letter B. Burnay. Letter C. Bulol. Letter D. Buri. Number 4. It is a clay jar from Ilocos Sur. Letter A. Bakwat. Letter B. Burnay. Letter C. Bulol. Letter D. Buri. Direction. Identify the following arts and crafts of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands. Pottery, textile, sculpture, amulets, tattooing. Direction. Identify the following arts and crafts of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands. Pottery, textile, sculpture, amulets, tattooing. Direction. Identify the following arts and crafts of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands. Pottery, textile, sculpture, amulets, tattooing. Direction. Identify the following arts and crafts of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands. Pottery, textile, sculpture, amulets, tattooing. Direction. Identify the following arts and crafts of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands. Pottery, textile, sculpture, amulets, tattooing. Ilocos region. What's new? The Ilocanos are among the largest ethno-linguistic groups in the country. Ilocanos are also noted for their foods such as dinengdeng and pakbet, two of the most loved dishes in the country today. Their arts and culture are also diverse. Vegan. Architecture. Vegan, considered as the Intramuros of the North, retains the Spanish colonial architecture along its narrow and cobblestone streets known as Calle Crisologo. Texture. Inabel is a hand-weaving technique of the Ilocanos that is produced using traditional wooden looms. The different designs represent different meanings. For example, the dizzying weave, binakol, represents the wave of the sea. They believe that this design protects them from bad spirits. Pottery. Burnai is an unglazed earthen jar with small opening. It is used for storage of water and rice grains. It is also used as container for salt, brown sugar, basi, or a local wine, and bagoong, a fermented fish. Pangasinan. Pangasinan. Weaving. The arts and crafts of Pangasinan includes the smoothly woven bulinaw mats made from buri or raffia leaves and the bamboo crafts, baskets, or furnitures of San Carlos. Activity 1. Which is which? Instructions. Study the words written below. Identify which word fits the description. Write your answer on a 1/4 sheet of manila paper. Number 1. Vegan. Number 2. Burnay. Number 3. Binakol. Number 4. Inabel. And number 5. Pangasinan. For the letters, letter A, unglazed earthen jar. Letter B, Ilocanos hand weaving. Letter C, represents the waves of the sea. Letter D, buri or raffia leaves. Letter E, Calle Crisologo.
Post-assessment.
Post-assessment activity 1. Direction. This is a picture match. You have to match the pictures from column A Activity 2. Directions. Make your own pot or jar using a clay or any available material you can use in the pottery making. Materials available: clay and pencil. Procedures. Number 1. Form the clay into round balls. Number 2. Using your thumb, push it in the center. Number 3. Rotate it at the center and continue pinching the clay until you get the desired shape. Number 4. Start designing your pot using the tip of the pencil. You can use the two designs of Kalinga or different patterns in Ilocos and Cordillera Province textile as inspiration. Category 4 for creativity. Totally original design. No element is an exact copy of the design seen in the source material. Category 3. Most of the artwork elements are unique, but one element may be copied from the source material. Category 2. Some aspects of the artwork are unique, but several elements are copied from the source material or other students. Category 1. The artwork is a copy of what is seen in the source material or one made by the other students. 80% or more of the elements are copied. Category 4 for attractiveness or craftsmanship. The artwork shows that the creator took great pride in his or her work. The design and construction look carefully planned and the item is neat. Category 3. The artwork shows that the creator took great pride in his or her work. The design and construction look carefully planned, and the item has a few flaws, but these do not detract from the overall look. Category 2. The design and construction look carefully planned. The item has a few flaws, but these do not detract from the overall look. Category 1. The artwork looks thrown together at the last minute. It appears little designs or planning was done. Craftsmanship is poor. Category 4 of knowledge about culture and/or story. The student can answer 3 questions correctly about how the attire relates to the culture being studied. Category 3. The student can answer 2 questions correctly about how the attire relates to the culture being studied. Category 2. The student can answer 1 question correctly about how the attire relates to the culture being studied. Category 1. The student does not understand how the attire relates to the culture being studied. Category 4 of time and effort. Class time was used wisely. Much time and effort went into planning and design of the pot. It is clear the student worked hard at home as well as at school. Category 3. Class time was used wisely. Student could have put in more time and effort at home. Category 2. Class time was not always used wisely, but the student did do some additional work at home. Category 1. Class time was not always used wisely, and student put in no additional effort.